Hi, this is Divine Harmony with the Cosmic Insight for the week of Monday, April 21st through Sunday, April 27th. The week starts off in a powerful way. On Monday, Uranus squares retrograde Pluto for the fifth of 7 squares that spans from the years 2012 to 2015. Uranus is the rebel, the revolutionary, the great awakener, and in Aries, he's waking up a need to take action, to take a stand, but he's also waking up the collective anger and rage and where we need to process our deeper emotions. And Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto is the lord of the underworld, and he exposes what's toxic and what's in the shadow. And in Capricorn, this is about the structures and commitments in our lives that are defunct or invalid. Pluto in Capricorn is also about corporations, politics, and structures that have been implemented into the fabric of our culture and society. Things that we've always been told this is how it should be, and Pluto in Capricorn comes along and shows us the shadow of that and asks that we die and rebirth, that we transform in some way. Uranus square Pluto is a powerful aspect for change and transformation, but it often comes by way of things falling apart, and then we realize, oh, we need to put something different back together. On Monday of this week, this aspect is exact, but this entire month has been a focus involving Uranus and Pluto. So pay attention to what is shifting and changing in the nature and fabric of your personal life and collectively, and see how you can help facilitate that change and be the change you wish to see in the world. On Tuesday and Wednesday, retrograde Mars gets involved with Uranus and Pluto and Jupiter. If you recall, Jupiter is involved with Uranus and Pluto, and he's forming what's called a T-square, where there's something at every point of the T. Well, along comes Mars, retrograding backwards, and he's forming in the missing spot here and taking the T-square into a grand cross. Grand crosses are powerful, powerful astrological configurations, where essentially all these different energies at each point are kind of opposing each other, in tension with each other, and something is trying to be birthed. But at the same time, there can be a lot of conflict that's generated from this intense configuration. With Mars in Libra, the warrior, the will, and the drive, who typically wants to seek peace, harmony, and balance, he's retrograde and he's limited in his expression. Jupiter is in Cancer, so the emotional energy is high. Uranus is in Aries, and so the desire for what we want and what's right for us, the individual, is also high. And then Pluto in Capricorn is the powers that be and what is controlling or manipulating or what needs to be seen through, what shadow needs to be addressed. So this massive configuration aligning with this Grand Cross, this exact Tuesday and Wednesday, is essentially the culmination point of the whole month of April. All of the very intense and powerful astrology that has been kind of coming at us every week since April began, actually since the new moon on March 30th began, we can now see it come to fruition. And this can be wonderful in terms of aha moments and sudden openings for the change we need and the transformation we seek. It can actually almost be like that transition point in birth, where it's like, if you've ever given birth, if you're a woman and you've given birth, you come to a place where you're growing and growing, and then you're ready for the baby to come, and that's exactly what this astrology is about. There's something being birthed, there's something new coming, and we need to attend to that. But we also need to be aware that this astrology is potentially very volatile and intense. People's stuff is up. People who've been repressing their anger, their feelings forever, all of a sudden this astrology is what's bringing it up. They may not know how to manage it. Paying attention to world events is very important because significant things happen with these kinds of alignments. And so the highest expression of this alignment is to see truth and to live truth and act from that place. But we need to be aware of all of the intensity and figure out how to navigate it with consciousness. Also on Wednesday, Mercury moves out of Aries and into Taurus. We essentially have the mind and the intellect moving from fiery, assertive, dynamic Aries to earthy, grounded, anchored Taurus, which is wonderful because, again, just like when the sun moved into Taurus the other week, we're in a lot of very powerful up energy, and Taurus can help bring us down, ground us down, help us see what we need to do with the changes that are being made and how to navigate the way forward. With Mercury and Taurus, our communication can become more grounded and anchored, And we can think first before we speak. Wasn't really something that Mercury in Aries was so good at. And so navigating what we need to say or communicate, or what we hear or what we think, with some patience and awareness in the coming weeks is supported with Mercury in Taurus. The last part of the week, there's a lot of beautiful energy. Venus trines out. On Thursday, Venus trines Saturn, which is wonderful for relationship. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty and what we value and what we're attracted to. Saturn is grounding and mastery and responsibility. Venus-Saturn is great for commitment and being clear about what we need and what we want and what we desire, and sharing that with others. And with both planets in water signs, emotional energy is supported. If we have deep feelings that we need to navigate, Venus-Saturn supports that. On Friday, the Sun aligns with Mercury. Essentially, the conscious self aligns with the conscious mind, and it's a wonderful aspect for aha moments, insights, important information coming in, and illumination around whatever it is that we need to see or understand. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both the Sun and Mercury sweetly connect with Neptune, which is a beautiful energy. It's creative, it's idealistic, it's spiritual, it's romantic. It's a wonderful time to essentially take our dreams and our visions, which Neptune and Pisces represents, and ground them and anchor them, which is what Sun and Mercury and Taurus can do. It's bridging the worlds, bridging the spiritual, creative, idealistic with the practical and the mundane. It's a beautiful way to end a very powerful week. Yours in the stars.